to Desert Paradise.
Hey, Composer Gloves here, and today we're going to be looking at making machine sounds with Harmor. Sounds that sound like machines. So, if you've ever listened to a washing machine or something, but let's say, for example, you need a UFO landing or something coming down, some sort of a thing. Well, let me show you what I got. So, this is what I got. So, it's sort of two sounds. So, the first half's one sound, the second half's like something else. So, here it is. So that first one, this one's sort of like under construction. Like, I'm not really sure yet, but this one, that definitely sounds like, I don't know. I picture a UFO coming down, like a spaceship landing or something, some sort of machine. So I've done washing machines and stuff before just for fun, and it's mostly low rumble, just really specific low rumble, with sort of an LFO maybe creating the a resonance push. We could even add resonance here, maybe make it like a wide bump. So kind of an interesting deal. So another thing that's kind of cool about this patch is you could make a really interesting dynamic pluck sound. Over here. Let's take that and turn that more into. So anyways, maybe that's not the pluck sound of your dreams, whatever. But going back, so let's really quick talk about how I went about doing this, because there's sort of a lot. I was messing with envelopes and stuff before, but I found that what I needed to be automated, so I ended up just doing that. Automation is essentially like envelopes only for specific things at particular parts of songs, not for every single time. So, okay. So right off the bat, you'll notice I've got a lot going on here, and we're going to go ahead and make a patch. I'm probably going to go very different than what I did here, but what is going on? So I have Sign Crush on. I've got my unison running. I just turned it up to 5. I've got my chorus on. I've got some reverb on. So those things are all pretty elementary. I didn't add the pluck till later, and I said I need a machine type sound. So I know I wanted it to be somewhat random. So I messed with the harmonizer settings with no really deliberate action. Just I wanted to screw up the harmonic ratio so that I could add in high harmonics. So I did that. I messed with the order and I put the harmonizer. I believe I moved it down and then I ended up moving it back. I turned on part 2 halfway through this and messed with the harmonic level of both of these patches. Oh no, just the one. So on this one, I messed with the harmonic envelope, or the timbre 1 harmonic level. I turned the prism on both, so they're both being spread out according to the way that the math equation designed to do that. They are both harmonically unrelated to each other, and even on this one, I've even brought down the fundamental an octave, and I even detuned the detune, so just the harmonics are being moved around. And on this one, I brought the harmonics down 3 octaves and the fundamental down only 2 and moved it to 0.04, set by ear. Again, I added the harmonizer, turned on the pluck. I know it's a lot, so we're going to make a patch. I feel like it'll just be easier if I make one rather than try to explain everything. I have tremolo going. I've got the blur going. I messed with the blur quite a bit till I got something I liked. I've got the phaser on. I've got like both the resonance and the filters are on. So it's just a lot of stuff. And you get that sort of UFO type landing. So let's make one. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So to start off, I'm going to steal the notes because I'm too lazy to write in 2 notes. So here we go. Boom. But I'm apparently have enough energy to make an insane looking patch. So I've got the saw wave of creative inspiration. And now, I even had vibrato on a little bit on both those patches. Messed with that a bit. That was an interesting extra move. So to start off, I'm going to bring down my detune down an octave, but then I'm going to pitch it up sort of weird. So I should have something that's rather funky. So I have that. Sort of an interesting deal. I'm going to add in a little bit of vibrato right now. You can see it moving. I'm going to distort it. Bring the amount down. Maybe we'll go for more of a... It's definitely a sweet spot. Oh, man. We're going to go for some other... Maybe like a... Not like a printer. I don't know. Let's turn this one down. This is going to be an interesting sound. Okay, so we could EQ it, bring down the fundamental. Oh yeah, when I said machine, I meant machine. Let's freaking make some sort of a machine type sound. So I don't know, maybe reverb's not going to help this sound that much. So let's compress it. Make it, I don't want it to be stereo so much. Let's bring this level down more. Sounds sort of like a chopper. Let's bring... It's like a helicopter. A helicopter, I'd have to see a recording of a helicopter, but I bet I could get pretty close to his noise profile. It's the EQ, that's the tough part. And I bet it has an interesting envelope too. Let's turn our volume envelope on. Sounds now without the second note, if it was just a helicopter coming down. I don't know. I mean, like, because the thing about a helicopter is, it doesn't sound like. It reminds me of a helicopter. Like I could see myself going there. Not necessarily that this sounds like a helicopter. Ooh, bright. So, but the thing that reminds me, the thing about a helicopter is you've got those things spinning and they're spinning at a rate. I'm not sure if the rate's consistent or not, but they're spinning pretty darn fast. And I'm not sure like what the amount they're spinning at is. There's got to be a rate because, you know, if you want to go up. So it's a changing rate. So what would be interesting is if we changed the pitch of this while we were doing it ever so slightly. So we could click here, create automation clip, and sort of come in here and try and do something. This is going to be quite drastic though. We need a bigger envelope to see this for reals. Yeah, see, that's just going to be too much. And there needs to be a point where we have arrived at our... Maybe we'll go down. Our helicopter is going down. To land, not to crash. And let's just repeat this sort of relationship we have going on here. I don't know. We got tremolo going. I don't know. It sounds pretty good. Like for what I was expecting, I didn't anticipate doing a helicopter. It'd be helpful if I had a recording. If I had a recording, I'd probably put it in there. Now, if you were to play this extra recording, it wouldn't sound like a helicopter at all. We need a more severe volume thing. We need more noise in the background. I'd probably open up a second Harmor. I didn't anticipate going for this though, so this isn't like I'm not aiming for that necessarily, just messing around. He's definitely got a machine of some kind though, which is pretty cool. And this is a much simpler patch. So the speed. So this is very metallic too. This may or may not be of interest to you. So anyways, it's a very cool sound. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day.